Hello. Is this working? Can you see me? Please tell me you can see me. Hi. Can you see me? Tell me. Hi. Okay. I feel like you can now. Yay. How is everybody? This is so funny. We usually do these on TikTok, but like this one is like a different one. It'll take us directly to the video after, which is so fun. Oh my God. Hi. Is it really glitchy? No. Okay. Unfortunately, I have really bad internet, so I can't really do anything about that. Maybe I should pay for better internet. Oh my God, hi everyone. My letterbox is Amy Baby. Yeah, stalk me on there. I always forget to log my films. So, oh my God, okay. Send me some questions. Are we excited for the video? I am. I think this is like one of my favorite ones. Hi from Yorkshire. Hello. You love my accent. Thank you. I mean, if I've had like a drink or I'm out with my friends, it gets a bit broader than this, but when is Oh Lord Have Mercy coming? You're asking the wrong girl. Oh my God, this is, whoa, okay. Will there be much at the event? Yes, there will be some bits at the event, as much as I can carry in a suitcase on the train to London. So probably no t-shirts unless anybody really wants one, then I can bring some down. Let me see what you're saying. Oh my God, this is like overstimulation. Hi from Italy. Hi. How do I get into your flow of writing? Do you sit down and dedicate to write a song, or is it more ideas that pop into your head that you expand on? It definitely is ideas that pop into my head. My voice memos are like my main instrument. But I do think it's good practice to sit down and try and write as much as possible to get the bad songs out, basically. And then hopefully when inspiration strikes, all the bad stuff's out already. Wait, okay. How long did it take to film the video? Like 5 hours. We're quite dedicated. I just had a text that someone wants a t-shirt for the London event. Okay. Tell me your size and I'll get you one. The fruit basket, it was cute. It was really funny when you sent, was it a lemon? I was like having kind of a bad day and that popped up and I was like, what is my life? Summertime Easy will of course be on the set list for the tour. How long did this song take to write? This one was quite quick. This one was just me in my room. I wrote it on my Omnicord. Yeah, it was really quick and I kind of tried to rework it a few times and I went through a period of really not liking it. And I don't know why, but maybe like that's kind of happened with all of my songs that then become my favorite. So maybe it's necessary. Okay, let me read some more. You're all so cute, saying you look gorgeous. Thank you. Will there be another event similar to the London one? Do you want there to be? Tell me. What's my favorite part of Summertime Ain't Easy? I think the bridge is my favorite part because that was the only bit that was like really stumping me for a while. I had the verses and the choruses and I was like, it needs something that like changes up the vibe. And the bridge is kind of like based on like Blondie songs. In fact, the whole song is kind of based on like that tropical Blondie sound mixed with like the Beach Boys. My main vision for the YouTube video was just like normal life. That's kind of what the song is about, is like, I don't know how you guys feel on social media, but I often find myself watching people living lives that look incredible, and you kind of sit in your room and you're like, why aren't I doing that? And it was kind of all about that, and that's why I based in whole and just like tried not to sugarcoat anything and was just like, life, this is who I am, this is what I do day to day, it's how I feel. Like kind of no falseness to any of it. I do be drinking those Guinness, yeah. There will be a video for Is Love Real. Pin badges at the event, yes, there will be. Out tonight, oh, I don't know. Hi, Lily. Whoa, okay, it skipped. Oh my god. I'm like still like stuck way up at the top of these comments, by the way. Oh my god, wait. How do I do my hair? I've kind of got like something up my sleeve. Tips for dressing in a more vintage style. Experiment, and you don't have to dress in the typical vintage way. I found a lot of when I first started dressing 60s, I thought I had to dress in that kind of psychedelic orange and brown, and that a lot of 60s reproduction brands do. And I realized it didn't suit me, and I like the kind of beatnik look or the mod look. There are so many different subcultures in each era. You really can like find what works for you, and shop on Vinted and in charity shops. And like it doesn't have to be an actual vintage piece. You can, and a lot of what I buy is from the 2000s and the 90s because there was a 60s revival. This is a top that I got when I worked in like a vintage warehouse where I pick vintage clothes out of bales of clothes. It's not very glamorous, but this is from that, and I wore it because it feels like similar to the dress in the summertime video. I would love to have little gifts at shows. In fact, I got a case for my Omnicord today, and I've been putting all the badges on it that people have given me at shows. Hints for the event for the Saturday. Oh, Saturday, I'm so excited. It's going to be amazing. Vinyls won't be signed because they're coming straight from the factory to you, but you could definitely bring one to a gig or buy one at a gig and I can sign it. What camera did I use for the music video? I don't know. Yes, the pattern for the gingham dress is by Bridget Comeau. I always use her like 60s pattern from her YouTube. I saw that the Adelphi posted Summertime in Easy. It was really sweet. I would love to perform concerts in Italy. I would love that. Where in Italy are you? Oh my god, okay. Yeah, you can hug me at the event on Saturday. I'm really excited. It's going to be so cute. We've got like obviously the films that we're showing, and then some little performances, and we can do like a long Q&A, and like we can just hang out basically. Where in Ireland? Because I'd love to do that. I went to Dublin a couple of years ago for New Year's, and it was like the best time ever. Will I ever sell CDs? Yeah. I mean, I like always think back on those demo CDs, and they were so fun, like genuinely. What time will the event end? It will be over by 6 p.m. latest. Oh my god. I know the demo CDs. I'm so sorry. I like found one the other day that was like in my bookshelf, And I was like, wow, throwback. Oh, you saw me at Latitude. That's so fun. That's Latitude is a long way from Hull, you know? It's like 6.5 hours in the car. You'll give me a tenner for it. That's so funny. Literally lost media. I know, I went on Discogs and I was like, I think there's somebody's put it up as like a super rare CD, which is so funny to me because like I dreamed of my like kind of funny little dreams were having something that was like really sought after on Discogs, having somebody else upload my songs onto like, you know, like the Guitar Tab website, and having like my lyrics like online that I could just Google. When we were rehearsing for the London event this Saturday, because it's me and Mitch doing it, who plays guitar in the band. I was literally like looking on Ultimate Guitar Tabs for the chords to the songs and like Googling the lyrics because I was like, I can't remember what the chords are. Oh my God, you did it. I love that. That's so cute, Anna. Joe will be at the event, but he won't be performing. So you can all bother him if you like. I love Amy Winehouse. I grew up with, like, my mum brought me up on her. I feel like loads of you are asking for CDs, so I'll work on that. When I think of you, oh, I'm glad you like that one. That's just a demo I'm like kind of considering for EP2. Should I say that? GCSE results tomorrow. OMG, good luck. Okay, all I'm seeing is like Hull show and CDs. Wait. And merch. I'm bringing, I can't like one of the merch pieces is a surprise on Saturday. One thing will be just like free. I'm giving you like gifts anyway, basically. And then there will be like some bits of merch. I would love for my vinyl to be an HMV. I want to go in like Rough Trade East in London and see my vinyl. Even if like one of you could just buy it and put it on the shelf, just so I can see it. That would be great. Yeah, there's going to be an opener for the tour. We haven't announced it yet, but it's going to be really fun. The event is seated. Yeah. So it's like in a cinema. It's called Cold Harbour Blue Cinema. It's really cool. Use Let's Just Get Married as inspo for your book. You're all saying Ocean. That's so cute. I actually don't know when vinyls are going to ship. I don't know. Cute, you said Brody. I mean, I enjoyed Brody getting up and singing Femme Fatale with us at the Hull show. So I like doing covers with people. I saw like so many of you were saying, because Ocean was at Latitude, but I didn't get a chance to see her. All of you saying that we should do a Leonard Cohen cover together. I would love to play in Liverpool. We played in Liverpool in April with Picture Parlour, and it was amazing. Can you give me a lemon? Sure. I like lemons. The vinyl in the coffee vinyl place. Do you mean Wrecking Ball? I love it in there. You want to get into music, how do you start? Do you write or sing or play an instrument? I can do a Beatles cover. Hi, Fatale Household. My favorite find at a charity shop. That's a good question. Well, like, So much of what I have is from a charity shop. I'm like, do I show you around my living room? I have like a big armchair that I got at a charity shop for like genuinely like 15 quid. But my favorite clothes, I don't know. I don't want to show you my room is kind of messy apart from these, like this bit. Yeah, we'll be doing some covers on top. Definitely. I feel like there was another question somewhere. When did you start liking that kind of style and why? I've always been into like older things. Oh my god, my connection is unstable. Am I back? Yeah, I've always been into like older things. My dad brought me up on like 70s punk. So Blondie, The Clash, Ramones. But my granddad would like have me listen to Frank Sinatra all the time. And I was actually like filling in some interview questions earlier. And I remembered that when I was in year 7, so like 11 years old, we had to do like a presentation on our favorite things to like introduce ourselves to the class. And people were doing like football teams and whatever. And I got up and I made a leaflet on Frank Sinatra and like handed it out to everybody. I was like, this is who I love, which is like normal for an 11-year-old. There was like one time I was reading in my room, listening to Frank Sinatra when I was like 11, and my brother walked in and was like, what kind of 11-year-old does this? My favorite song of all time. That is a crazy question. I don't know. I really like America by Simon and Garfunkel. I think is like a masterpiece. My favorite song ever. To Ramona by Bob Dylan was a song that really like carried me through being a teenager. Like I would just put Another Side of Bob Dylan on that record and just like lay on my bedroom floor and listen to it constantly. You can sing and you can write very mediocre stuff. I mean, I still write very mediocre stuff sometimes. It's like what I said earlier, how you have to just write enough to get past the stuff that's not so good, and eventually you'll like strike gold. But don't give up. Just keep writing and keep practicing. You don't write mediocre stuff. It's because I don't share it. What's my favorite of mine? It's obviously really punky. And then me and Mitch played it, and it was like, oh my god, we definitely should have released a version like this before. So I think we're filming the night anyway, so you might be able to see it. My favorite book or good book recommendations. I've been reading a lot of kitchen sink dramas from like the 50s, 60s, 70s. I read Saturday Night and Sunday Morning. Oh god, I can't remember the name of the author. But anyway, it's amazing. It's so simple, but I think I'm realizing that's the kind of genre I most enjoy because I'm most inspired by normal people. And then there's an author called Adele Stripe who wrote a book called Bass Notes. And then she also wrote a book called Black Teeth and a Brilliant Smile about a playwright, Andrea Dunbar. You should definitely read those books if you're like into northern working class culture. It's really important, like books. Why is everyone saying hi, Jill? Is there a process to what singles get released, or is it just random? I feel like when you record Usually record a couple songs at a time, and things kind of just jump out at you as like the natural leaders of the singles or of the projects. And so Married always felt like the natural song to lead everything with because people were connecting with it so well, and it felt like such a nice kind of easing myself into releasing. And then I naturally, because of how kind of sweet Married is, I wanted to release Apple second because I was like, don't let anyone be fooled into thinking I'm just, you know, bubblegum, like retro pop. And then for summertime, obviously, we were like, naturally just has to come out before summer is over. Imagine I released Summertime in like November. Silly. I'm trying to read. Hold on. Do I have many demos? I've got about 50 demos in my Dropbox, most of which will never see the light of day, but Nobody Understands Me released on 8th of November. Nobody Understands Me is that girl. And, you know, she's really controversial in the kind of... when we're trying to decide what songs that we should be going forward with. What should we expect from the tour? I'm trying to make as much of a production as possible on small budget and tiny crew. But I'm hoping that we will achieve it looking like a modern girl and like how you feel a modern girl stage would look. Because I think something that's misinterpreted by what I'm doing sometimes is that I'm like, there's no kind of modern aspect to it, and that it's solely 60s. And obviously I love the 60s, but I'm inspired by the 90s, 80s, 70s, 40s. Now, like, I think what I'm trying to say when I say a modern girl is like a modern girl is kind of the product of everything that's come before her, because you can't really be modern without acknowledging the past and like using what works for you from things that have happened before. I really went off on a tangent then. Summertime Ain't Easy was inspired by like Sofia Coppola films. We used a lot of the Virgin Suicides as shot references, Lost in Translation, Palo Alto, like things like that. Justice for Dog. I have a love-hate relationship with Dog, and it really... I don't understand why you all love it so much. Every time we get in like in rehearsal and we do it, I'm like, oh, I don't like this one, and all the band are like, it's great. And I'm like, you're lying to me. Okay, we've got 6 minutes until the video comes out, so get your most pressing questions in. Fremont Street. Fremont Street, I wrote, oh my god, like 6 years ago, 7 years ago. It was inspired from actually going to Vegas and walking down Fremont Street. And I don't know if anyone's seen it, but it's like it's the street that still has all of the fluorescent lights on it from like the 50s, 60s, but they've like put a roof over it and put like a zip line down there. It just feels like it absolutely exemplifies the kind of like the modern lid that's put on top of beautiful vintage things. Fremont Street ain't seen the light of day. You may be right. Dream collab. I would love to have a song with Jarvis Cocker or Damon Albarn. Yeah. Who would my dream to open for? Blondie, without a doubt. If like I need to meet that woman. Like seriously. You're seeing Jarvis next week. That's so fun. Yeah, I like the Beautiful South. I've done Don't Marry Her on karaoke quite a few times. Slater, oh my god. I would love to collab with her. She's so cool. How did you build such a great and sweet fan base? By being great and sweet. You have to be nice to people. Like, I feel like I saw this video on TikTok the other day about a girl talking about fan labor and about how fans aren't appreciated enough. And I really try and do as much as possible to show you all that I appreciate you and that, like, I wouldn't be doing any of this without you. Hence, like, the free events and free gifts and stuff. Imagine I was on Crank. I love Francois Hardy. Yeah. Favorite song? Le Temps de l'amour. C'est le temps de l'amour, le temps de copain. I wish I could speak French. I can sing a couple songs in French, but I can't actually understand what I'm saying. I haven't read Normal People. It is on my bookshelf though. More info for Saturday. I mean, if you've got the email with the address and the start time on it, yeah. Dog, I don't know if Dog's going to be on the set list. I don't know. I don't know what to do about it. You're all asking. Maybe I should do it. Off the top of your head, what would you sing if you got a part on Crank? I'm not even going to attempt that. Come play double with us. What's double? Does that make me sound like... Should I know what double is? Birmingham or West Midlands show. I can add it to the list. Oh my god, don't call me a millennial. FOMO for the Saturday show thing. I know, I really wish like everybody could come. If you love me, oh my god, that's like a real like deep cut. We've got like 2 minutes until the video. Yay. You're traveling 4 hours. Oh my god. I'm really gonna make it worth your time, don't worry. We've got like this really exciting thing planned. It's gonna be great. My favorite movie, my Letterboxd top 4 currently: The Graduate, Rosemary's Baby, Carrie, I think, and oh my god, what are my Letterboxd top 4? This is like not the thing to be doing with a minute to the video, but I'm gonna see. My favorite director, I feel like I don't actually have like a favorite. Sofia Coppola comes to mind as like, I think I really love her point of view. Yeah, my top 4: The Graduate, Rosemary's Baby, Carrie, and Quadrophenia. Quadrophenia is underrated. In fact, I met Phil Daniels from Quadrophenia at Latitude, and like I was like, oh my god, I'm such a fan, and he was like, really? Oh, great. Favorite food? Tofu. I'm a vegetarian. Oh my god, we've got 30 seconds. Yay, I think this is gonna like take you all directly there. I hope. I think you maybe have to press yes. Polaroids on Saturday. No comment. Favorite hobby besides anything music related? Oh my god, I think it's gonna go soon. Sewing or shopping. Are you going now? Oh, I have to end it. Okay. Bye. Enjoy the video. Love you. Sorry, that was a really blunt ending. See you later. Bye.